Hi, I'm Michaela and welcome back to my channel. We're here again with my mom and I thought I would just give you guys an update on the plants that she took home. If you saw this video, I'll put a picture of the thumbnail where I let her take cuttings of any plant in my collection. So I'm just going to show you her plant collection and how her plants are doing.
Okay, so here are some of my recent finds from her. This was my wavy plant in one of the videos, I think, and it's getting a new leaf. And this pretty little velvety baby is growing, and it looks like it's getting a new leaf.
There we go.
And my little elephant bush got himself a new little pot, so he looks a little bit cuter up on his candlestick. And this, I don't know what it is growing.
Hoya Burtonii.
Hoya Burtonii. Oh, he likes living on his candlestick too. And then this little guy.
I'm gonna go to the other side for that.
I can scoot him around.
Oh, I'm already around.
I kind of tried to organize my plants on the island a little better because I got too many out here. I had about 5 more and then it just kept expanding, taking up the whole island. So
Also, check out this countertop. She made this countertop.
Stone coat countertop stuff.
Oh, there's a glare on it.
I could probably get rid of the glare. Get rid of the glare?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you get the idea. It's the lights. But it is so pretty. Okay. Anyway, got distracted.
Here's some of my cuttings. This one I've had for what, maybe a month?
Yeah, not very long.
And I've had to put it in a little bit bigger pot, and it's doing quite well. And it liked to
Can I see it so I can show
fobble back and forth, so I put the stick, but I don't have it attached to it.
Oh, okay.
It just holds it up. In my window. So here's one I got the other day.
It's Rhaphidophora cursiva.
And this little guy got a little tiny root going on. And this one we put in water. It almost looks like maybe there's a little root coming. I'm not sure. This little, of course you can tell I don't know their names. Looks like he's maybe getting some new little leaves coming out. And this one's got a new start on it. Mm-hmm. And then this poor little guy says, please don't die. He's looked like that for a long, long time. But I just keep watering him. Someday. And then here's the other little one. And he looks like he does have root. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's got 2. Neat. I put him in water early on, and he needs a little more water while we're talking. And I like my little old antique medicine bottles.
Yeah, those are so cool. Does that have a giraffe on it?
Yes.
What? That's so cool.
Yep. And this was Sauter's Elegant Laverine Extracts.
Flavoring?
Yep.
That's so cool. Did you get most of these at like antique shops?
Yes. And this one's Phenolax wafers from Upjohn. Oh. And this leaf I broke off, so I put it in there and it's not doing anything, but I couldn't throw it away.
We've all been there.
So he's just hanging out in the window. Been hanging out in the water for a couple weeks. Okay. Here's my baby fiddle.
It's a big one, not a baby.
It's my baby. I have one at my work that has not grown this well, but they were the same size when I got him. And he lives in a west window next to a vent.
Which is the opposite of my advice, but look at this fiddle. So
I just brought him out
do what works for you.
because it's easier to see him out here. And he may get a shower today. He gets a shower ever so often. I put him in the shower and give him a good bath. But yeah, I didn't realize, he sits on a stand in my room. So I didn't realize he was this big until I set him on the floor.
Oh, and she has a whole bunch of these really neat planters too. And you can probably tell her house is really fun and colorful too.
So another one of my, well, I got this from you not very long ago.
Mm-hmm.
This little guy,
What is that?
I
I don't
don't
even know
know.
what that is.
there was one little stick left, and he has a leaf now. So he's in this cutest little pot. It actually was a candle holder, I think.
Is
You
that a
see-
philodendron micans, I think?
I
Maybe?
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just had one little green thing, so I just kept watering it. And here's my string of pearls. Still alive. Looks like there's some roots coming out on it.
Oh, neat.
Oh, yeah, he's like stuck in there.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like a little root there.
Cool beans.
Here's my, what is that?
String of hearts. And then there's a string of bananas.
String of bananas. Here's the one that we got up at
Vintage Hill.
Vintage Hill that day. He likes it here. This little guy was on my island and I moved him over here. I don't know what he is. And this fiddle leaf fig is one of the cuttings from another one of her videos from Grandma Sarah's 30+ year fiddle. This was one of the cuttings. So he's doing quite well.
They had to take cuttings because they couldn't get him inside for the winter.
Yeah, and it still reaches her ceiling in her back room. These guys are surviving. A little
Cool.
variegated and pretty little pinky.
They look fun in that pot together too.
And I don't know why it's in there because there's no, oh, there are drainage holes in there. One of them I have in one, but it doesn't even have drain holes. Okay, so this guy's needing to be potted. He's got roots.
So that's a silver sword.
And he's got roots.
Which one is that? Show the leaf.
Oh,
It's the Florida Ghost.
and this one is finally getting a little root.
Cool.
So this afternoon, those two are going to get repotted. Well, get him back in water. I need to add some water. Another cutting. This may have been off of one of mine. I don't know. This was off of my elephant bush that I knocked over the candlestick and it ended up on the floor in the kitchen. So these I put in moss at first. They weren't really doing anything. So then I got some stratum. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. So they seem to hang in there. Another cutting that I brought home.
Well, that one might need to go in water. It's looking kind of thirsty.
Okay. Well, then let me just get him out and put him in water today.
Oh, and she's got this little setup. It's like a curtain rod and a grow light so she can hang plants off of it too. So that's really cool.
Jack, this is my Jack and the Beanstalk, and Jack needs to be propagated today because I had him over there and he got too tall, so I had to move him out here. So I'll have to move him to the middle of the whole room before long. He needs propagated today. This Hoya,
Yeah.
it's a Hoya. I had to extend the pole on that because he got so tall. And this guy is kind of weird. It almost appears that his stalk is getting thicker up here from down here. So I don't know.
That's so weird.
He about needs propagated off too, I think. So here's some other fun little jars I like to put my propagations in.
Cute. Oh, we missed a, what is that, a mixture of Adansonii and Cebu Blue?
Yes, it is.
Back there.
Oh, and here's your other one I brought home.
The Peperomia Hope.
So he's up there where he gets good light and light from the window. This guy was teeny tiny. And I repotted him and he's going crazy. I don't know what he is. Some more cutting. Oh, here's another one I just brought home. Philodendron
Bipennifolium.
Yeah, one of those. And look at here. Looks like maybe another.
Oh, it's getting a new leaf already.
Here, would this be better from that angle?
Yeah, there.
He's getting a new leaf. This we won't look at because he's not doing very good at all. This I just brought home, so I wound him around the moss a little bit more. Oh, here, I forgot him.
Oh, that's the painted lady.
Painted lady.
That might want to be more under the grow light because usually they're quite a bit more mottled than that. That
Oh,
happened
okay.
Pretty quickly.
Well, I'm going to set me up another shelf under here and put a grow light under the piano bench. So he may have to go there. This cute little guy. What is it?
I never remember
cute.
this one's name.
But he's still surviving and doing well. This one is doing well. It's got some little starts coming out there. And what is that one? Hoya Patulacata.
Patulacata. Yes.
Yeah. And here's my string of turtles and my turtle that I got at Vintage Hill. And it's so funny, he gets more light on this side than this side. And look at how dark they are on that side. He used to sit in my kitchen window, but he's gotten so long, doesn't really fit there anymore.
Some kind of alocasia I sent home with her because I was struggling with it, and then she's gotten it to get gigantic, of course.
And then this guy, I cut him. Oh, this may be what that is. I cut some of this off because he got too long,
okay.
and now I've got him coming back down the pole. That may be what that is. Does that look like that?
It kind of does.
So that's those. Here's another one. And I pulled him up the other day. I'm afraid to pull on him.
Yeah, you don't need to dig it up.
He had some little roots already starting. And that was just from a couple weeks ago. I did with it.
Here's her big monstera.
Yep, I just repotted it the other day. It had gotten so big, and I had 2 moss holes in it because it was going everywhere. So I kind of have it all up on one. It's like I need to do a little more support there, but it's already hanging so much I'm afraid to pull on it too much it'll break. Oh, here's my little tomato plants that I started from seed. They need to get turned around. So they're growing in hopes to someday get to be put in an earth box. And these are pepper plants. Funny, all out of the same package. Some are big, some are smaller. And here's some more starting in here. So this is kind of my little seedlings. Here's some more. I think these are peppers. I'm not sure. I'll find out one day. That's the pepper. And here's some of the, oh my,
Oh my goodness.
Cebu Blue. Is that what those are? Yeah, I think those might need some assistance. Here's the hydrangeas. I got one.
Oh,
I put a whole bunch of hydrangeas in here, and I got one is actually growing. I got some roots going on in there, but that's the only plant so far. And they've been in here probably for a year.
oh wow. Is that from the one that you have out in the backyard?
And this pretty little baby.
I love this Aglaonema. Look at the stems.
They're so cool looking.
It's really big too.
The white.
Oh, and you have your little worm farm back
Oh,
here
yeah,
too.
here's my worm farm. Let me show you what's in it.
I don't know.
You just put paper over it. I just threw some banana peels in there. Some bananas.
Can you see the worms? Oh, there
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Hello, little wormies.
There's a whole slew of
Thanks for all the fertilizer. So you can put lemons in there? Or is that... Oh,
No.
that's a banana.
them. You can't put citrus.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But I usually just cut the banana up on the paper towel and throw the paper towel in with it.
I used to be so scared of those when I was in high school. I was terrified of the worm farm.
And worm tea.
This is the best fertilizer.
And you put the vegetables in there. And then coconut coir. And keep it moist. So that's my core. I just add to the top of it whenever I have to add another layer. Okay, these are from my office that we had outside in the front flower pots over the summer last year. And I about let them die, and I thought, no, I'll take them home and see if they'll live. Gosh dang it. They're red. Can't think of what they're called now. I don't know. They're fine. I don't know what their name is. This is Jack's cousin, Jack and the Beanstalk. They were both propagated when I brought them home.
They were so long that they were like leaning over and snapping themselves off. So
Yes. So I put him on a stake, and he's gotten more full, and the other one just shot straight up. Ooh, baby leaf.
oh,
Another baby leaf. Oh, another one.
wow.
Oh, look at all of them. I did fertilize them a couple weeks ago. I don't do that often. Okay, here's another fiddle that was cut off of, looky there.
Oh, nice.
Cut off of the big plant. Oh, there's another one here. So I had them in
Neat.
water since fall of last year. I just potted them probably
They
a month
took a
ago.
long time to root.
There's another one of those from the office. I can always remember what they're called. This poor old guy, this Schefflera, I've had for years. Well, yeah, I don't even know, probably 20 years. And then last year I cut the tops off because it was so tall I couldn't get it in anymore. So it's really bushing out. It looks a lot better. Because it didn't have
Cool.
any of this on the bottom. It just was tall. The
I feel
ends
like you've
that I
had that plant my whole life.
Pretty much. Not quite. The tops I cut off, I tried to root and they did not root.
Weird.
But
Oh, and then we've got
some really
fish.
little babies.
Fish tank.
Fish tank. Another fiddle I cut off.
This Mandula.
Mandula. He got so tall, I now have him wrapped back down.
But look how big these leaves are
Look how pretty.
for a Mandula, and it's hardly even browning. So I don't know what you're doing for this plant in here, but
I water it occasionally. Look at this one's got some little pinky purpley in it.
ooh, huh. Pretty.
And this light stays on 24/7. Here's another pretty string of turtles.
That one is really pretty.
I think we got that in that place out in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And here's this one that I brought home the other day. It's bloomed twice. And a new bloom or leaf one. I don't know what that's going to be. I think it's going to be a bloom.
Looks like it.
And here's another one of the fiddles that I haven't potted up yet. So it's been in water since fall.
Oh.
And look at all them
Wow.
leaves. It's finally, not leaves, roots. It's finally getting some decent roots. I need to pot it.
So did it sprout these, or were those on there the whole time?
It sprouted those.
Cool.
The top hasn't done anything. It sprouted there.
Interesting.
Little rubber tree. A cute,
Monstera Peru.
yes. That I just got the other day too. This, I have a terrible time. I'm not having luck with the pitcher plants.
If you know, please let us know because I'm struggling too.
This is my second one. The other one's in the kitchen window. It's doing a little better, but this one is just going downhill quick. This pretty guy, it's got a new leaf back here. I don't know what that is.
I thought it was a Prince of Orange. When I had it, it looked like a Prince of Orange. And now it's way darker, so.
This I had in the corner and it got some sun, so I moved it over here and now it's getting more and more purple since it's been over here in the window a little bit more. So another string of something. Dolphins?
That's the dolphins.
Ooh, this little guy needs water. He's tangled up in the dolphin.
Oh,
Somebody's blooming here. The
I
dolphins
think
are
isn't
blooming.
that polka dot plant?
That's blooming?
I have no idea.
Oh, it is. My polka dot plant that bloomed. He needs water. He's just gotten to. Here's another fiddle that was cut off. That's rooting pretty well. And it's gotten a new leaf up here too. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Is
about
that
it.
all of it? Oh, we forgot the Hoya Chelsea.
Oh, yep.
And then a couple of
Oh, here's
peace
a.
lilies.
Well, I don't do well with succulents, but this one seems to like that old jar. Yeah, I have tons of them. And then you probably don't want to see my garage plants.
And not unless you want to show me your garage plants.
Nah. So no, I wouldn't really worry about that.
Oh, and then there's an aloe plant down here. Okay, and you're gonna get a bonus. You're gonna get to see my grandma's plants. This is my grandma,
Hi.
and we're turning her into a plant lady. So I'm gonna show you her plant collection. Okay, so we set her up a little grow light in this shelf the other day, and then I think I gave you most of these plants, or
All of them.
dang near all of them actually. So yeah, here's her little plant collection, and then this one, and then we've got this one, and she got this pot recently too. Okay, now we're out in the south room, which I always used to call the cold room when I was a kid. Got all of these little guys. And then this fiddle leaf fig, and that's one that was a cutting off of my Grandma Sarah's fiddle leaf fig that me and my mom were just talking about. And then we've got some really pretty peace lilies over here. So yeah, that's Grandma's plant collection. So are you the plant caregiver or is it Grandma?
Why, it'd be me.
I figured it probably was.
I'll bet you did.